An anti-LGBTQ bill passed by Ghana's parliament, which could derail international aid for the West African country if it becomes law, according to an internal government memo, has not yet reached the desk of President Nana Akufo-Addo. In his first comments on the bill's passage, he says Ghana will not backslide on its human rights record and added that the bill had been challenged in the Supreme Court. Here's a report from Accra, which talks about the contention and reservations about the bill.
Ghana's parliament speaker last week announced the passing of the controversial and stringent anti-LGBTQ law.
Say aye. Those against, say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill 2021 is read the third time and passed.
The bill was introduced to Parliament 3 years ago. It criminalizes members of the LGBTQ+ community as well as its supporters, including promotion and funding of related activities and public displays of affection.
There is nothing that deals with LGBTQ better than this bill that has just been passed by Parliament. We expect the President to walk his talk and be a man of his words.
Soon after the bill was made into law in Ghana, thousands marched in Cape Town during the LGBTQ community's annual Pride Parade. This year, the parade celebrates 30 years of freedom, including for LGBTQ people. Banners were seen raising awareness for a number of causes, including a recent crackdown on LGBTQ rights in Ghana.
At the moment, there seems to be a new wave of homophobia, anti-LGBT plus movement in politics around Africa. It's a very populist movement at the moment, so very disappointing to see that. Yeah, and like obviously being part of this community, it makes me sore to know that my fellow LGBTQ plus citizens of Africa are being persecuted in this way.
Ghanaian trans woman and activist Angel Maxine fled to Berlin before Parliament passed an anti-LGBTQ bill. She fears for the safety of the friends she has had to leave behind. Gay sex was already punishable by up to 3 years in prison in Ghana. The bill imposes a prison sentence of up to 5 years for the willful promotion, sponsorship or support of LGBTQ+ activities.
I feel sad, and I feel that, then all this while, these Ghanaians didn't really like us then. They didn't really like we as human beings. They didn't like me. They just smiled with me for nothing. Because we have existed, we have lived in the society, we have been with them. We are born and bred in Ghana. Nobody had any issues with being effeminate or whatever until the bill was introduced. Nobody had any issues with the LGBT community. We are living in peacefully. So it makes me scared, and I'm even ashamed to be a Ghanaian right now.
The bill will now be presented to President Nana Akufo-Addo, who will decide whether it should be signed into law. The United States also reacted, saying it was deeply troubled by the passage of the bill and urged a review of the constitutionality of the bill. Amnesty International said the bill violated the fundamental rights. Lawmakers say LGBTQ behavior and advocacy goes against Ghana's cultural values. The bill's passing comes as Ghana tries to emerge from a deep economic crisis and debt default. Last year, the country sourced a $3 billion loan program from the International Monetary Fund and financing from the World Bank. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.